So, Mike shall not be infringed made a video talking about transgender shit for backwoods. More than that, but like, I figured I'd make a video on my thoughts. So, I'm not like other trans people that you meet usually because I'm not in their stupid cult. I do my own thing and I don't usually even associate with those people much unless I, fucking link up with one and move them into my house for a year. You know, what happens when you meet young, cute people. I don't know, man. I'm just me. I've always been this and hit it. Would you rather me tell you that this wasn't going on? Because, like, I don't know. This is just me. I think our whole society is rigidly structured into this fucking dipolar thing, and it's really not that. It's not that simple. Like, it's not the way that they have it, where like a quarter of the country should get their balls chopped off. That's ridiculous. But they're like taking advantage of and abusing a fucking minority of people in this country that honestly, I think both sides should just accept the fact that we're here and move on. Like, don't tailor your society towards us, but don't fucking make it to where it's against us either. It's ridiculous to me that I still don't have the medications that I really need because of the fucking way shit is set up in Oklahoma. I don't have the money to go and fucking pay the doctors that I would have to pay to get the approval to get written a prescription for the drugs. And there's no free way that does that. There's no cheap way that does that. The only way that does it is going and getting fucking very expensive shit done. I don't know. That seems wrong. There's a whole bunch of shit about this trans shit that is wrong because it's being designed by Nazis to make money. Like, these are the same kind of people that were running experiments with Hitler on fucking kids and shit, trying to see what was possible surgically for the fucking fatherland. It's kind of making me sick, to be honest. I don't think surgeries are a goal. I don't think spending a bunch of fucking money and being permanently fucking medicalized is a goal. I do think it is a fucking like thing that you could choose to do, and that if you choose to do it, it shouldn't be some fucking thing where like everybody fucking makes fun of you. And I think that's my point, at least, and I think that's was the original point of the trans movement, and they've been dealing with you fucks so long that all you get is because that's all they got left. They hate you. They want to kill you. Should be clear. Everyone you see that's trans, if you're not trans, and you're in this class of people that have like been oppressing them for fucking forever, trans women in general, if you get them into a small room alone, they have daggers for you. They'd like to see you die. I think there's some of this that is like someone has made a cult towards the downfall of the United States. Like, there's a group of our children that have daggers out for all our culture. Every bit of it. Like, that was Dakota in a nutshell. She wouldn't even fucking, hey, go have fun with me on the 4th of July. You know, it's a culture war. That's what's going on. And like, this was I really tried to fucking find peace with her in a way that, like, I could see that it would happen in our country. That shit didn't happen. I think that shit isn't going to happen in our country this time either. I think tensions are going to continue to build until we are shooting at each other. And then eventually one side will win that and impose their will on the other, just like last time. And I'm not sure if it's the Chinese doing this to us, if this is Bill Gates doing this to us, if this is... I don't know who's doing this, but someone is actively fucking with our country with this trans shit, and it's some sort of conspiracy. 1/4 of the population is trans now. I'm sorry, but 1/4 of the population is not trans. As someone that likes to fucking date trans women, they were never that plentiful of a thing. I knew all of the ones in Oklahoma and Missouri. Back in the day when we were... before all of this shit started, really. Count the real ones on one hand, maybe. And they were usually porn stars. I was an oddity in that I was real and not a porn star at a certain point. Still kind of am. The fact that I don't even have an OnlyFans? Shoot. I'm like a high-class broad compared to all them bitches. Now, I do have like a fucking like FetLife page, so, you know. Maybe I'm just a different type of hoe. Like, I don't want to be in front of cameras that much. I think I'm fat. And apparently people pay to see that. Like, this is the oddity of the world that we live in, is that there's a demographic of men that just want to see fucking morbidly obese transgender women get fucked. Like, to be honest, I saw some of those girls and I'm small compared to them. Like, I used to think I was fat until I saw some of them. Like, at one point I was 630 pounds and lost a significant amount of weight before I started doing this. Had I not done that and just started hormones at 630 pounds, I would have ended up like those girls. Fucking insane. And this is where, like, I try to deal with the hand I'm dealt. And, you know, I think the stuff that I choose to do is not always the healthiest thing in the world, but, like, lots of people choose to do cigarettes and shit, too. So I want to look girlier. Leave me alone. You know, I'm an adult. I've made my choices. I don't advocate for children doing this shit before they're 18 because, honestly, I don't think it's a good idea. And all of the people that are like, but Billy says that he wants to be a girl, and if we start chopping his balls off now, he'll be cuter. What? That's half of the thing with this, is there's this creepy, weird, like, we want you to be a hotter end product, so let's start earlier. That's the movement. Which, to be honest, that looking at the community, that is a movement that needs to be had in some ways. But it's also this, like, creepy pedophile shit. Where, like, you're making hot children. Why? You're making hot sexual fetish children now. Why? These are the questions people should be asking. I think the Balenciaga fucking shit was a peek into a wider world of secret pedophiles. You know, how easy would it be to keep a fucking kid at your house and have no one know it? You know, if you were keeping them in a cage and raping them all the time. I'm saying, like, they're not going outside, they're not having fun. Like, I think really I'm dead bang on the money when I call these people psychic vampires. And they like to feed off of children like that. Have them locked up in a fucking cage somewhere, pull them out and rape the shit out of them, cover them in cum, and then throw them back in the cage and then laugh and feed off of that shit. That's what I think is really going on. Like, this is the point where, like, I'm sitting here telling you I'm a wizard and that there are evil sorcerers on the loose. That's why. Like, I've met people that I didn't know that's what they did, but, like, I came to suspect because of weirdness. Okay, I've met those people in the gay community where I'm like, interesting. Like, I don't know what to do about that. I think there should be a fucking 1-800 number. Hey, man, this dude buys a lot of little kids' clothes and he's a 39-year-old gay man. That's weird. And not that it's just gay men, there's straight men that are scum too, but scum comes in all flavors. And I really think that there is like a cult to, I don't know, the devil, basically, that is infected with a bunch of this shit. And it's all to do with the abortion shit too. Like, in my opinion, the abortion shit is just an open cult to ball. They're just sacrificing their babies to Satan. Well, I don't know if I really responded to you, Mike, but I hope somebody got something out of this. See you guys later.